But yeah, smoking that shit out in LA, like they've got, like Snoop Dogg's got, you're on the top of the world. But doing a Bic ad, for Bic, for a candle lighter, which is, hey, like, I fucking almost burned my fingers lighting this fucking little senti, a little down here.
How you burn your fingers doing that? Once
the other ones, you gotta like light two and then kind of hold it on the side. Either pick up the candle on the side or go in there and like flame goes up, obviously. So you can't do that, and you gotta like get the right angle. But almost burnt me fucking hand.
Almost burnt your fingies.
If I had Snoop Dogg's fucking candle lighter, which he says is good for many other things, and we know what that means.
Skiing.
Yeah, like. Yeah,
it's good to use when you're skiing, when you're out in the boat, when you're fucking, about to go on the field for your footy game. It's always good. It's always there.
I reckon a lot of people are actually better at what they do when they're on it.
It depends what it is, I think.
Sugar Show
probably
looks pretty fucking...
depends on the person, and also depends what the job is.
There's some people you see they do it and then they fall apart. And you're like, oh, he's falling apart here. It just means that you've had too much. Like, you haven't found where you thrive. And that might be a low level. That might just be a little bit. There's some people like fucking Snoop Dogg. He could smoke like a 50 in a couple hours. Like, that's nothing.
He probably smokes like an ounce a day, man.
That's fuck tons. That's a hefty amount.
Would not surprise me though. Pretty sure Wiz Khalifa reckons that's what he does.
Oh, dude, I think he's got like God level tolerance. But he also reckons that, like, if he changes strains, fucks him up. Like, he gets actually crook from it.
Yeah.
Which...
That's why he smokes his strains.
Yeah. In Australia, it's hard because they call every plant what it is, instead of, like, oh, this does this and this gives this feeling. It's like... The best analogy is what you say is fucking dog breeds. Like, completely different from flower to flower. Different feels, different fucking... Like, and you got to find what works with you. And stick to that. Like, there's some I've had that I've literally just gone fucking...
some shit out there.
You go a little bit crazy. There's stuff I've been like a little bit more... It hits me, and then I'm just thinking about what the fuck am I doing with my life, cunt. Just getting scared.
Motherfucking cunts out there spraying bud with deodorant before they fucking move it to make it way more. Cut that fucking shit out. That is fucked.
That's unhealthy.
And you don't understand what it's going to do to certain people. That shit had me fucking up all night, fucking shaking. It's the middle of summer and I was freezing. Don't do that shit, you cunts.
Stab. That's at you. Take responsibility and do the right thing. Have some integrity, if you know what I mean. Have some fucking integrity. Alright. Back in stew. It's been a good little fucking weekend we had there. I know you did something really spiritual. I got on the fucking rum and cokes with Big Blake and had a good night.
How was his puppy?
Dude, Cooge is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
And he's smart. Like, he's kind of like Rex. They just got that intelligence and straight out of the box. He's doing sits. He's doing fucking touches. He's doing lie down.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck yeah.
And the thing I do, which, you know, thinking about it being such a big human, it's kind of weird, but I'll lie down, I'll get on their level and I'll play with them. Because I've noticed if I'm certain dogs, when I'm just being me, tall fucking timber and whatnot, they bark at me and they freak the fuck out. Like, predator, predator, predator. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off.
Mm.
They get fuck off vibes from because they're scared.
You big bear.
Yeah. So, like, when I get on a dog's level and then they fucking, alright, I'll play with you and whatnot, and then get to be a part of their little ecosystem they got going on, it's just the best. Fucking love playing with dogs, man. Get a dog, get some responsibility about you if you don't have one.
Long weekend.
What's this?
There's a long weekend coming up.
Oh, we should go, Fraser.
Oh, that's a bit expensive.
You and Francis will fit in the back.
We packed on a long weekend.
Yeah, but
I was thinking camp down the dam.
Yeah, either or if like
or maybe a little mission trip.
Mission. That's close. I want to go like. I know it's jack season, but I want to go bass fishing. The tournament's on right now, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on it, but I seen some sort of post today and that I half paid attention to and had a quick flick through what people are doing. And fucking.
What are you doing tomorrow? Oh, I got cricket tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll go soon.
That's not until 6.
I got training fucking.
What time?
5:30.
Yeah, and then you gotta leave early to get there and shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But we will fucking head out for an afternoon, even if it's just like a little fucking spin and blake flick at local bass hole. Something like that. I'll be keen. Just to see, because we haven't been there in ages. We've left that alone for a bit. We've been way more salt. Like last year felt like a fresh year.
Man. It hasn't been the season.
Do you feel like we fished more freshwater last year than salt?
Not overall, but during that heat time, yeah.
That little fucking 4 or 5 month period when there was a fair bit of fucking humidity and heat around, I felt like we were just going fresh. I felt like a proper creekman, like a bushman. But lately, like, I think since we got hot prawns, we've been like trying to fucking really keen flathead and whatnot.
Oh, keen a jack.
Well, tis season.
I won't do it on lures too.
Tis the fucking season.
I'm gonna catch a jack on lures, man.
Yeah, big cunt.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Which means that, like, I had this idea today, right? Because, you know, we got some shit coming out TDK wise. Stay tuned for that. Link will be in the bio if you want to watch one of the new ones. I had this idea, like, what if we do a jack challenge? Loser has to eat, like, something really fucking hot.
Or a fish
and then
eye.
skull, like, fucking a mango of Jack Daniels or something.
Loser has to eat a fish eye.
Or fish eye, whatever. I
It's
reckon.
not as bad as what you think.
You know how we always count fish as the thing that fucking determine who wins?
Mm.
What if person who loses the most retail price lures loses the contest?
Yeah, that could work.
And then fish is like points differential in rugby league.
Yeah.
So like, oh, you've lost $44 worth of lures each, but he's got +1 in fish, so you lose. Eat this, skull this, eat a fish eye, jump in the creek.
You should, the difference that you make up when you catch a fish should be how much that fillet costs at a fish and chip shop.
Oh! That puts a real, like, that's a big differential though, because
it's like
let's
$12 to get a piece of cod.
Let's say it's most fish, and then you got like 3 flathead, I got 3 whiting. Flathead costs more than whiting, I'm pretty sure. So, you win. Because whiting are fucking technically bait fish, but they taste brilliant. and that's why we consume them.
I wouldn't say they're technically bait fish.
King George, stuff along those lines, but the smaller ones are definitely good for catching big fucking fish.
Yeah, but you can only do that in the winter months, right?
Yeah, well, winter time is, you take advantage
You
of
know
those
what
little
I'm
minnows
saying?
that you keep.
You can't fucking just
I
keep
don't
a
do it with
summary.
summer whiting.
You can't just like fucking be like, got a summary, he's bait.
But man, whiting is good bait.
Oh, for sure. But they taste good.
But you know what else is good bait? And if you haven't done this, like, get some fucking skill about you, learn how to cast net, and then, use that to catch fish, because it just makes you more alive, primal fucking nouse. When I caught that 70 centimetre early this year, and you know that I don't like taking big girls out of the fucking piss, because they do breed. And those breeding fish are key to the survival of Flathead. When you got cunts like us out on the water, they're just slaying and living good and eating good. I don't like taking the bigger fish. One, doesn't taste as good, but you have more quantity, which is the obvious fucking trade-off. But when you take a 55 and it's like mid-transition from bloke to girl, they're not breeding, they're not fucking anymore or fertilising, and it's just changed to a girl, so she's starting to develop eggs. Perfect time. Tastes good too.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you on not taking the big girls, but I don't necessarily think that every fish is transitioning, which I know that most of the evidence points to saying that they are, but I don't know, just based on a few other fish species, and I think that they transition when it's needed in their area.
Flathead.
Yeah. Like, I think they have the ability to do it from, like, 48 onwards. But I don't think they do it unless it's needed in the area. You know what I mean?
To ensure survival.
Yeah. Which
kind of makes sense.
It's basically built on a hunch of other fish species. It's a hypothesis. It's not necessarily correct or anything, but that's what I think about it. So if I take, what I'm saying is, if I take a 58 to 65, I don't feel bad about it. But above that, I'll let them go. Just to make sure.
Yeah, fucking oath. Like, there's nothing worse than, like, obviously, you take responsibility of killing something, so then you can eat, it no longer exists, but you will get better from doing that.
Me and Emily's dad at one stage, man, we were catching that many flathead that we wouldn't take them, we wouldn't keep them unless they were 50. Like, we upped the size.
Small ones, I always do this thing where, like, I'll catch one fucking small one, and if that's the starting fish, and I know it's legal, I'll keep it. But if I catch another one that's bigger, I might put that one back. So I try to keep them alive. But if I can't do that, then I'll keep the small one, and then I'll keep the big one. But every fish after those two will go back in the piss, because I don't need them.
Yeah, you keep what you need. I mean, like, me and Francis, we get a whole feed out of one fish. So I take 2 fish home, that's 2 feeds for the week. That's fucking awesome for me. That's like $40 saved.
Yeah, fucking oath. Love the fishing. New video out soon. It's gonna be good shit. So the NRL played out as it did. One major upset, but really fucking close, tight games, which is good to see. other than the Storm game.
Which was tough for a while, and then they just ran away.
But the thing about them is, man, like, they got those fucking players that can do that. They can, when it's time to fucking nut up or shut up. Shout out Zombieland, that was a sick movie. The first one, I haven't seen the second one, but oh well. When it's time to do that fucking heroic shit, they can really key in and they turn it on. Like Pappenhausen fucking, it looked like he was using that whirlwind sprint from Skyrim. He's going keen straight through the fucking line. Just the way he can turn on that pace. Too good. What did you think about his performance?
Well, he played good. I don't think it was fucking... Like, I wouldn't rave about it, but he definitely fucking had a good performance. He played good.
It was highly competent. Like, he did his fucking job to a T, and I praise him for that. And it was weird because, like, you didn't really see that from him, that, like, oh yeah, every game I play, I'm going to score, like, 2 tries. You didn't see that from him for that first little bit where he came back, and it was kind of like an adjustment period. Just getting the fucking...
Oh,
getting him back into the routine.
He's not in the flow. And it just depends who you are too. Like, some people fucking react good to that. Some people come back and have the best games of their life when they're fresh. But for some people, having time off puts them out of their groove. You know?
So ring rust does exist.
For some people.
For some people. It's contrary to Dominic Cruz's ideas, but hey, he's a legend. I was really tripped out by South's beating Penrith.
I wasn't necessarily surprised, but it was again, like I picked the Panthers, but I definitely thought Rabbits had a chance. I didn't think they had a big chance, but they proved me wrong.
See, I thought that it was even, but I chucked on top of that thought, Nathan Cleary hasn't lost since the grand final. And then on the Rabbitohs side, it's like, you're missing your star fullback, but I didn't consider Wayne Bennett knows how to get his fucking side up for a final. 2, Adam Reynolds and Cody Walker and Damien Cook.
All the shit in the media about the fucking... how they have 3 players blocking Cleary during plays.
I've seen all that shit. I just ignore that because
yeah, so did I.
Takes up too much.
So did I, but they, well, I don't think so. But like from Ivan's point of view, he reckons it swayed the refs. But from everyone, like from Wayne's point of view, it's like, well, even if it did sway the ref, he's making a call on an illegal move. So boo-hoo.
I think I'm siding with Wayne on the matter, but
I couldn't give 2 fucks about it, to be honest.
He's not Broncos coach anymore, so oh well. Bad luck next year when he comes back to be the fucking... like, it might just be rumours and shit, but I've heard stuff about him coming back to be like a part of the Broncos in some way, or the new team, which is probably going to be Redcliffe.
I've heard talks about him. Well, I think he there's no... Actually, I haven't heard talks, that's a lie. But I've heard he did an interview where he said something like, I know how to... something like, I know how to transform a new team into what they need to be. He didn't say that he necessarily wanted to do it. He didn't say that he wanted the job. He didn't say he was interested. That's just what that was. It was something pretty similar to what I just said. That he knows what needs to be done for a new team.
And if you're a journalist and you went like, that means that he wants to coach the new team, you're dumb. Because he's just referring to what he's already done in his past. A new team came in and he made them successful. Feather in his fucking cap. He's just flexing, and you took it as truth.
He's just flexing.
That was a Wayne Bennett fucking flex. But yeah, alright. Bit of halftime hooter. Episode 41 of Limbah Podcast is brought to you by TDK Collective.
This one right here.
A couple weeks ago we dropped a video. It's called the Whole Prawn Challenge. That's available in the description of this. So if you go down, have a little look. That's the fishing show that we do.
There's a bit of a punishment at the end too.
Yeah, pretty funny. Pretty cold. Probably really good for my health though. So shout out to the other two boys that were on there with me. You'll see them a lot more.
Top job. Good first episode, boys.
And yeah, like and subscribe. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on YouTube. Obviously, that's where the videos get posted. And what else? That's about it. So yeah, like and subscribe, and shout out to you. This episode of the podcast is also brought to you by DJR Designs.
That's right.
You know, like I've said before, if you're starting a business and you've got this passion project and you want it to fucking work, but you're not really artistic, you're more good at just the fundamental solid shit, managing, stuff like that. You're not artistic, you're not creative, hey, DJR Designs. I can't draw for shit. Who do you think makes the logo for the podcast? DJR Designs. Shout out.
A little bit of, you've seen it before, but, she does good work.
Honest, and that's honest as fuck. Yeah, hit her up on Instagram at DJR Designs if you want, like a certain style of photo. Maybe you got like an idea for something, business cards.
She's a good
logos.
Good, honest human being, and she'll hook you up. So get onto it. That's
DJR Designs on Instagram with a Z.
Don't forget that Z.
All right, we are back. Good little halftime hooter there. Just, we're blowing off some steam. It's a Monday afternoon, not Monday evening now. We did play a good little game of pool.
Yeah, we had a best out of 3. Ronnie got me 2-1.
Yeah, but it was tight.
But we were both very improved by the end of it.
It's one of those tables, like, I don't know if any of you
She's
viewers...
She's a big girl. She's a competition table.
Yeah. If you've had this, like, kind of decent sized table, but a little bit smaller than the pros, and you played on that your whole life, like even a pub table,
not the same.
Not the fucking same. You get that big 9-footer, 10-footer, dude, changes, like the way you approach it, because you have to be sharp and precise as fuck. I was struggling a bit, like, I started hot and then I went fucking cold as like winter's morning. My first
game, I was just like struggling to figure it out.
Like, hang on, this is completely different. So if you're having a bit of a yarn to a mate and you're going, hey, like, I'll fucking smash you if we compete in billiards, and you're confident and you're pretty good, you take them to that table. If they're used to a different table, pub table, no, they're thrown off.
Definitely. Threw me off.
And we kind of grew up as pub pool table kids. Go for dinner, golf club, whatever. Fucking, there's a table.
Fucking pool.
Like, PS2 in the kids club was okay. Fundamental games, Simpsons Hit and Run, Ratchet and Clank, sick. All right, but you put me on a pool table, and I'm taking that shit serious, and I have since like I started.
Taking that shit serious.
And you see like the pros on social media and stuff now, what they can do with that fucking white ball.
Oh, it's insane.
They're like, we just nailed the science, and I am the perfect fucking executioner. Pow! All the balls go in. I'm like, fuck, I break. I hope the white ball don't go in the fucking back left pocket.
I don't know how you do that. How?
Overthinking, then I fuck it up. I'm pretty sure that's what happens.
I literally just fucking look at the fucking first two balls. I pick a side. It changes every now and again. But I look at the first two balls and I just fucking smash it at it. And sometimes one goes in, sometimes it doesn't.
I reckon that you're like pretty successful with getting that one off the back corner to go in though, because you seem to have like the way that you break does that. You see my brother Jake fucking breaks, eh?
Yeah, it's different.
Where he goes around the back and hits from the back, and it kind of breaks everything open equally. You usually get that fucking back left hand side one in, I reckon, with the way that you shoot.
It's good fun.
It's great fun. Pool is just such like you can see some kids that go wild and they'll get their pool cue and they'll drag it on the fucking concrete and whip it around, hit someone with it. Even if you buy them a small kids cue, like they still just don't get it. But it's like a good introductory game into how to compete.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how accurate can you be? And how much can you focus fucking on one thing? And then when you lose, how do you react? If you go like, oh, I'm a sucky sad boy because I lost pool, you're not going to make any friends. I feel like this country's built off like barroom pool and rugby league.
There's nothing better than when you're playing your dad and Johnny and you go on a hot streak against them. There's nothing better than that.
Yeah, there's been some infamous fucking billiards competitions played at that residence, eh? I've only been, like, we should have we should pick a pub and then get some fucking listeners come down versus some fucking billiards.
Let's do it.
Comment on this if we get some interest to do it, and you're not gonna like shoot us with a 22 like someone recently tried to do to a tow truck driver just down the road from the Sundowner. Yeah, we'll organise something. But yeah, we'll throw a fucking billiards competition. Come down, enter in. Winner will get, I don't know, carton of Chris.
Sounds fair to me.
Let's do it. Also, hey, no one sent anything in, so...
None of yous get any turkey.
No more turkey. That 10-pack's, it's pretty much gone by now. Like, you've missed your opportunity. But we will be getting a parcel locker for you to send things to. We don't really want to give out personal information because...
Even though you just fucking did last time.
Yeah. We'll delete that bit. It's gone forever, so if you missed it, it's gone. We'll get parcel locker. Send us some stuff in. If you got stories or fucking...
Send us your craziest sex story.
Oh, yeah, fucking...
Oh, yeah, he says.
Yeah. That, fishing stories, like, I want to do a segment on a TDK show where we just, tell embarrassing stories, because...
If Louie's fucking listening, send us a fucking wild story, mate.
Yeah. Send them in. I reckon fucking embarrassing fishing stories could be a key.
Most embarrassing fishing stories end in, and I shit myself. But, it's part of life.
I'll hit you with one right now. So, in Skip Point, just rolling down off the high tide, I've walked out till I'm nuts deep, which you have to walk a fucking long way along that beach, even though that it is slowly disappearing from sinkholes, which, hey, nature takes its course. Stop driving your four-wheel drive on the beach at night time. They should have stopped having fires there years ago, because it comes the summer, the black sand fucking chars your feet as you're trying to run to the fucking Munchie van that comes through with a $5.80 fucking maxi bond. You don't care. You're at Inskip Point. You'll get a fucking cream.
You're at Inskip Point. Yeah, the price doesn't really matter when you're there, eh? Like, look at the bottle.
The bottle of fucking Inskip gives me the shits, but then they put specials on certain ones. Because they're like, fuck, we need to sell that. We're not selling much of that. Should not cost fucking over $60 to get mid-strength carton of anything. But they'll push it to that at times. It's exploitation, but it's also the sacrifice that you have to pay to be there.
I've paid like $34. Nah, it would have been like $30 for a 4-pack before. But I've also paid like $60 for a 10-pack of fucking normal turkeys.
I remember that. That was a good investment though. Remember when we played bocce?
Oh, bocce's fun. Bocce's an all-time classic.
Bocce at the fucking campsite. Count me in. You're like, oh, Tide's not ready yet. We just had some bacon and eggs and breakfast. Toad in a hole, by the way. Fucking sensational. Shout out Johnny Carson.
Shout out Johnny Carson.
You know, let's play a bit of bocce while we listen to some country music. Welcome to the boys' weekend.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, we'll get past the locker, send us some shit in. If you got some stories, DM us. We'll read them out. And then we'll share some of our own. Like where I was going before, Long Yabby Flats. You just caught a flathead, you've got it in the net, but the net's a long one and it's really deep, so you can push the net in. So the flathead's just sitting in the net nice. Not tangled up, just sitting in there. Still breathing. Keeps flatties alive while you want to catch another one. Needed the shit. 3 people around me. Not deep water. I started like working my way back, but at a certain point, did that little turtle head. 2 people in front of me now, and they're flicking outwards, so they're not looking, but I had to fucking just drop my dax, crouched in the water,
Where'd it go?
and kind of just walk forward a bit as I fell out.
Didn't act with the...
Yeah, and that float. Like, it's a perfect execution of, like, if you think of what it takes to be good at doing a poo, which no one does because it's such like a daily thing that everyone does. It's just waste. And, you know, you need to get rid of your waste because if you're constipated, like if you listen to last week's episode, I thought I was going to fucking die. But yeah, like, aquaturd, easy. It's easy to shit underwater. Like, I get why fish do it now.
Yeah.
Because they have to as well. They can't survive out of the water.
They live there, bro.
If you live there, you shit there, and that's the rule of life.
Well. Oh, that's a different sort of motto, but it's one worth living by.
If you live there, you shit there. Clean up after yourselves. Fuck. Alright, well.
Yeah, I think it might be time to do that rappy news, mate.
Wrap it up. Yeah. Every Wednesday, 6:30, new podcast will be released. And TDK merch is in the works. So, it's in coming weeks. We're still working on it, but we will get that launched soon, and you will fucking know. Yeah, shout out to all the local musicians around the area. Keep doing what you're doing. Follow your keys. That's all from me. Dink.
Yeah, give Holt Prawns a go.
Fucking oath.
Check out Makeup by Riley. And above all, learn how to fish and not how to steal cars. Other than that, have a good one, folks.
Next 3 subscribers will get a sticker pack each. So, good fucking luck.
Cheerio.